discovery of space starts out with the observation that fish can locate a container with food in a large tank based solely on its position in space, whereas ants can only follow paths. And that we can find direction using our vestibular organs, even when we are put on a swivel chair with bound eyes and rotated. And these skills are presumably enabled by the hippocampus, which features place cells and grid cells. And Bennett speculates that this must go beyond auto associations. I mean, as a machine learning researcher, we can construct maps using co-occurrence statistics alone, but he speculates that our brain needs 3D priors, possibly. For the first billion time in the billion years history of life, this allows organisms to recognize where they are and to differentiate the self from the world, and in this way discover a self model. The chapter ends with summarizing breakthrough 2, which is reinforcement learning, how dopamine becomes a temporal difference learning signal and helps solving temporal credit assignment, and how the basal ganglia develop an actor-critic system similar to a generative adversarial network, the emergence of curiosity to explore new regions. The cortex is an auto-associative network which enables pattern recognition, perception of time and space. In a way, he rejects the triune brain. The triune brain gets reestablished as steering in bilaterians, modeling space and time in vertebrates, and spatial navigation in mammals and birds. But I think the story is more complicated. I was a bit surprised about this because ants can find their nest back based on direction and remembering distance. If they don't have a path, spiders do spatial navigation. Some water-based insects have vestibular organs. Cognitive differences in fish are very large. Manta rays have complicated cognition and so on. And the self does not depend on spatial cognition, but on effects of the environment. But I think that this story that is being told is very compelling, and it's much easier to augment a story than not having one at all.